Welcome in, guys. Dale here with Nativlo, your favorite English coach. I again have a very special guest. This is my girlfriend Jana, and the reason she is in this video is to basically give you some motivation, some inspiration, because she's actually a non-native English speaker. So she is going to give you her story and hopefully some tips and tricks, as well as just overall motivation and inspiration that can help you do the same that she did. So Jana, can you tell us your story of how you actually, got to such an amazing level in your English? I think our audiences will really love to know, just how you did it and some of the struggles and some of the things that you overcame. Okay, it's all yours.
Hello guys, so I'm Jana, as Dale said. I'm not an English native speaker. I loved English from the first lesson that I had in my 4th grade. And I'm a A student, so I like, follow the instructions, and I liked learning the vocabulary and the grammar rules. But then when it actually came to actually getting something out and speaking, that was really, really hard. Long story short, I studied for a long time and I had private lessons. I had a lot of certificates saying that how good I am. And, the usual tests that you are doing, they were all saying, oh, you are straight 8 student, you are amazing in English. And I spoke English when I was at uni and I had my summer job in Prague. I spoke English every day, but I spoke with non-native speakers. I worked in Colombia in a restaurant and we used English there to communicate. And also we had American tourists as our customers. So that was easy. And then I was like, oh, let's go to London. Yeah. Let's see what that's about. And let me tell you, that was a knock to my confidence. I felt like I didn't know any English whatsoever because I didn't understand what people were saying to me. And that knocked me so much that I didn't even want to speak. So for about 2 weeks, we were going everywhere with our housemate. And she had to translate for us everything. But wow. The problem was, no one teaches you the different accents that you are going to encounter in normal life. They teach you the English from the point of view of the teacher that's teaching you, and it's usually a non-native speaker. And or if you're in school, as when I was at university, they taught us something that is called a received pronunciation, and that is British Queen's or King's English now. Very slow and very pronounced. No one talks like that. No one talks like that in everyday life. Mm-hmm. So after humbling 2 weeks of not being able to express myself, I just started to not worry. I said to myself, I need to stop worrying about my mistakes or what I'm saying and if I'm going to say that correctly. Forget the grammar rules and just actually start asking people, what did you mean? Can you repeat it, please? And many times they didn't understand what I was saying because I was still, after 14 years or more of learning English intensively,
With grammar
and with the rules and everything, I was translating from my native tongue to English. Mm-hmm. And that was not good because it didn't make sense to people in London. They were like, what are you saying? Sometimes it happens to me still now when I think this is a good phrase to use and it makes no sense in English. So what changed it was actually started listening to different accents. If I didn't understand, ask the people to repeat themselves and to explain the meaning. Basically, I needed my input. I needed spoken English in my ear, and I needed a lot of it, because it's like when you are learning your mother tongue, you know, you start repeating words that your mum and dad are teaching you and repeating to you constantly. So that's what really happened.
Mm-hmm.
That after loads of listening, careful listening to what people around me saying, my ears started to be trained and my brain started to connect the dots. And you know what? Suddenly I started saying sentences that I've never used before, sentences that I knew the grammar rules and things, but that suddenly it started making sense to say it that way. So, suddenly I just started saying sentences and tenses that I theoretically knew how to use, but I never used in practical life. One other thing that really helped later on with getting my spoken English better in the proper British environment or English environment was reading books. Was reading books or texts that I enjoyed. That you know, it wasn't a textbook from school. It wasn't a tiny little article that then I had to explain what it was about to the teacher. It was something that I wanted to read, and that interested me. I love books as it is, and if you are like me and you know what is it to get lost in a book, once you start understanding the language, or at least 80% of the text that you are reading, learning English or language this way by reading and finding out words, the new words in the context, it's really, really powerful. And then they might not come out when you're speaking. These new words, they might not come out when you are speaking. But if you are writing a letter or if you're typing something, oh my goodness, I can still feel it. I can still feel the power of reading. If I read a lot and I need to write an email or something, my English is amazing. The richness of the vocabulary is amazing. So my speaking improved only by listening more and learning new phrases through listening and talking to people in my environment. So and that took some time. It didn't just happen. The more I spoke to people, the better phrases I was using, and the more natural they just came to me. I didn't have to think about translating. It just came. I wish I had the opportunity, when I was learning in school and everything, listen to more English. But, you know, all the shows that we watched on telly were all dubbed in my language. I wish I could watch Friends in original, original way, the way they speak in English, because that's a tremendous way to learn, and especially...
So the natural way.
The natural way.
Yeah.
And especially through something that you enjoy to watch.
Absolutely.
And if you start understanding jokes in the foreign language that you're trying to learn, that's the best. You are there, really. So I wish I had that opportunity to have the resources to listen more, rather than having to go to English-speaking country and learn that way.
So Jana, what would your last piece of advice for this video be for my audience?
Try to find a lot of listening and reading context, and, you know, plunge or immerse yourself into that.
Yeah.
Because if you skip that step and follow the rules, I'm the walking example. What brings better results is when you flood your brain with loads of words, and that is through listening and reading. I skipped that step. I thought I was being clever, but no, I was proven wrong. So take it from me that you can do this. Just find something that really interests you and listen to the stories or videos or TV shows or read it. You can definitely do that, especially if you are watching or reading something that you really love. You will not even realize what's going on, that you are actually learning. And if it is not going really well and you don't understand, don't worry, because you will get there eventually. And, you know, we all need to go through tough times, because from tough times you can get the amazing results, and the sense of achievement then is tremendous. So, yeah, don't be scared. Just do it. Just do it. You can definitely do it. But find a material that you are interested in.
Okay guys, so if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give a like and comment saying you want to see more stuff like this. I hope you appreciate I had my girlfriend in this video. It's her second video doing this. So this is just her journey, trying to help motivate and inspire you, because she was literally, guys, in the same position you are right now. So there is so much hope for you. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed, and make sure to comment below.